Lumina helps you explore your personality at the level of three separate personas, each of which focuses on a different part of who you are: your underlying persona, your everyday persona, and your overextended persona.
One of the unique things about Lumina Learning is that we measure the three personas of personality. The three personas of personality are key aspects of who you are, your character, and how we see you as an individual. Your underlying persona is your character when you're not being observed, you at your most natural, you when you feel most comfortable with your surroundings. The everyday persona is the person you are when you're around other people. You make a conscious effort to embody this persona, and it's the person that you feel you should be. Finally, we have your overextended persona. The overextended persona is the persona you adopt when you're under pressure or when you're faced with stressful circumstances.
So one of the things that seems to really work when you use the portraits in business is the idea of three personas. Because participants seem to really get a greater understanding of themselves when they see how their behaviour changes in their underlying form and how it changes every day, and even then how it changes under stress, or in what we call the overextended persona. And what I'm finding that people are able to do with that is get a much better understanding of how to handle themselves in difficult situations.
My three personas are actually very similar. I come out in almost the same place in the mandala for all three personas. And I think that means that I'm probably quite a predictable person, and that I tend to stay the same whether I'm under pressure or in the office or at home with my friends and family.
What I could see in the personas is that in everyday persona my collaboration is high, and competitive is also pretty high, but it's balanced there. When I go into overextended mode, my competitiveness stays very high, but the collaboration goes to very low, and people can see that in me.
What the three personas mean to me, and what I've learned from them, is that I have three different manifestations of my own personality in this world. And it sounds a bit weird, but by knowing that, it's possible to be more effective as a human being.
So one of the things that the portraits really brought my awareness to is how I adapt my behaviour from my underlying persona to my everyday persona. And particularly for me, that means I'm far more people-focused in my underlying than I am every day. And so it's given me an awareness of how I'm changing to adapt to my work's circumstance. And knowing that clearly gives me ideas of how I can adapt more effectively to work in teams.